Hello everyone, how's it going? I am the Average Guy 1983. Thank you very much for tuning into this video. Hope you guys like the way the video footage looks right now. I'm recording at 4K 60 under XAVCS 4K. So I'm getting a 200 megabits per second video codecs with color profile PP11, which is S-Cinetone. So I'm using a 24 to 77 millimeter Sony G Master lens in front of me, and I'm approximately 6 feet away from the front of the lens of the camera to where the edge of the desk is right here that I'm using on the table. I'm a little nervous because I'm not sure if I got sent the new driver or if I got sent my speaker back repaired, or if I got it sent back unrepaired because they couldn't find the problem. Because I sent this on January 5th, 2022, and they received it January 11th, 2022. And I got it sent back to me yesterday, which was Saturday, January 22nd, 2022. So I'm a little bit nervous because the turnaround was really fast. I expected at least to wait about a month or two to get the speaker back, because that's exactly how long I had to wait for my 8W7 to get fixed back in like 2014 or 2015, which the box just opened up for me. So let's go ahead and get to this unboxing. So inside, all you see is bubble wrap on the top. You can see the C7 box in there. There's nothing else inside of the box, so we're going to carefully put this on the ground. And here is the box. I don't want to get too close because there's a serial number in there, and wait a minute, that does not look like my serial number. Okay, we're going to find out what's up. So here's what the box looks like. A little bit of a change on the label because my label had a little tiny tab in the middle here on the last unboxings that you guys are welcome to see in the channel. But let's go ahead and unbox it. Okay. So the first thing I got was this paper here. Inside of this paper, what you get is some information on the model number of the speaker, the serial number, which does not match the one that I sent. Oh shit. Looks like I got sent a brand new driver because this serial number doesn't match. It says date was 01/13/2022 and it was inspected by a Y.H. And I have the opportunity of registering this new speaker online for an additional year of warranty. I wasn't expecting that because when I had my speaker recone, the W7, it was an actual recone. I got my basket and everything back. The only thing that looks new is the dust cover with the foam surround, and obviously the spider that had torn off on half of the driver from over excursion. But this is cool, man. Let me go ahead and set this to the side because, you know, privacy and stuff. So this is typical to like the unboxing that I did the first time on the C7. Got your two grills in there, just one on the top and one on the bottom. And yeah, this is a new speaker. You got your speaker ring there. Yeah, this is indeed a brand new driver. There's no solder on the leads here. And the serial number is definitely different than to mine, and you still have the plastic on the back. There's a speaker. One lead there, which doesn't have any solder. Here's the second one, and this is what the front of the speaker looks like. So they sent me a brand new driver, so that's pretty cool. Brand new speaker. This is dope. Thank you, JL. I was not expecting that. I thought you guys were going to recone the speaker and send it back to me. Let's see if we have any other information on here. No, other than the hardware in the back of this thing, there is nothing else inside of the box. That's a little bit of a bummer. I was expecting to like be able to see or read what might have happened to the other driver so that I can prevent that same problem that I might have caused on the other driver on the new one. But there's no info in here on that. That kind of sucks. But grateful though, grateful nonetheless that JL sent me a brand new replacement under warranty. That's dope. I never expected for them to do that. Maybe because it's their top tier C7 speakers? Maybe, I don't know. Pretty dope though. Let's go ahead and set that aside. Alright, so now that I got this new speaker, I would like to talk to you guys real quick of what I'm going to do to try to prevent future damage. I'm going to keep it at the 70 Hertz like I had it before under the 24 dB because it falls well within the range of frequencies they can tolerate. But what I'm going to do, since the EQ is set to flat, I'm going to lower down the lower bass end on the EQ a little bit lower so that these speakers won't have too much bass. It will be great also for the break-in period of the speaker because it requires a couple of weeks of you playing music at nominal power so that it can loosen up the spider so that it can perform better with the mid bass part. From there, I'm going to save up some extra cash and buy the VXI amplifiers, because I've been watching a couple of YouTube videos and I noticed that everybody's is using these C7s. Just about 90% of the people using these C7 speakers are using the VXI amps or the XD amps with the Tweak 88s. So when you think about it, the XD amps do 75 watts RMS at 4 ohms and 100 watts RMS at 2 ohms, and the VXI amps do the same exact power, but with the Tweak 88 integrated into the amplifier. So I think I'm better off playing it safe and getting the new amp. It sucks because I already spent 14 grand on this audio system, and now I'm gonna have to spend some extra money to get some new amps. But there's some benefits to having the new amps. Number one, it's space. I'll be able to relieve some space underneath my seats because I crammed in 2 amplifiers per side plus a DSP, and then an LC7 on one side with the fuse distribution block on the driver's side, and then the other side with the ground distribution block and an epicenter. So the whole area is just cramped. I can't move the seats. I mean, it's really weird and uncomfortable, and I feel like I crammed too much. So this is going to give me the opportunity to start up fresh with the new amplifiers. Benefit number 2 is that I can use one DRC 205 instead of 2. I'm getting tired of having to adjust the volume on both DRC 205s to like lower the volume for the radio, and it's getting a little nerve-wracking, especially when I have the presets to change. I have to push both of them at the same time while I'm driving to try to get the presets to match each other. So that's going to be a lot of help. Number 3, I'm going to be upgrading the LC7 to a fixed 86 because I want to try to get that slightly dip on the low end that I had mentioned earlier on the frequency range of the radio to a bit more flat so it can be even, so all the speakers can get equal sound, especially the subwoofer, and we'll see how that performs after that. This is the safest way to do things. Now the thing about the VXI amplifiers is that those use 16 gauge wire leads, so I'm going to have to downgrade from 12 gauge to 16, and this would actually help me be able to route the wires a little bit better through the car so that, you know, nobody steps on the cables or on the connector plugs or anything like that. I already had a small little incident on that on one of the tweeters where the wire got unsoldered or disconnected because my son accidentally stepped on the wire while he was stepping into the car on the middle row seat. So it was easy to fix. It only took me less than 2 minutes to solder the cable back on, but I did have to tear off the original wire loom that I had put on with label in order to get to the connector and, you know, solder the cable back on. So that looks ugly underneath the carpet. So I think this will be beneficial for that. This is pretty much it for this part of the video on the speaker. I'm going to reinstall it, and I'm going to do the whole waiting period of the break-in time and stuff. But before I end this video, somebody in the comments was asking if I can do a little unboxing of the JL Audio ZR800CWs that I have for the Park Avenue build. Well, I have it right here. So I have 2. One was made in 2014 and this one here was made in 2015, but I bought them in 2015. I only have 2. These don't exist anymore. If these ZR800CWs ever burn out on my doors, I'm going to most likely have to replace them with the 8W3 V3 speakers or subwoofers and use it as a sub instead of a mid-bass driver. So let me show you guys the box real quick. This is the ZRWs. Now, as to why they discontinued them, I'm not really sure why they did that, but this is it here, and you guys can kind of see there, 5/21 2015. This is an old speaker that's severely out of warranty, but you get your paperwork there, okay? And inside of the paperwork, you also get instructions, how to mount the speaker, and even the chart. You see how you have this chart where you have as little as 30 watts to a maximum of 125. Look at the optimum power, it's 60 watts RMS. And this is why I think a lot of people were blowing out their drivers, because they were pushing them to 125 watts. You see that? Remember how I was telling you that maybe the C7s can't handle the 125 watts RMS, it can probably only do half? Look at this chart right here to show proof that the optimum power is 60 watts RMS. That's probably what I should be pushing to the C7 speakers instead of 125 watts RMS, though it says continuous power. This is exactly what I was talking about, and I feel like JL should put a chart on the C7 speakers. But anyways, let's go ahead and finish unboxing this. Here is the big driver. Look at that. It's very plasticky though, so I'm not sure how good it's going to sound. But this is the ZR800CW that's going to be going into my 2002 Park Avenue front doors. So this is going to be an interesting project when I finally get started on it. But yes, this is it, guys. Look at the size of this thing. It's massive. The only replacement for this, if I ever blow it out, is going to be the 8W3 V3. Will be the only speaker that will be able to support that. Other than that, let's see what else is in the box. This is the last thing that's in the box. It's just a white carton that has the hardware and the grill. There you go. That's it. And that right there, my friends, is the unboxing of the ZR800CW. It's getting dark out here, so I want to thank you guys for staying with me on this long ass video. There's the unboxing of the both the C7 speaker and the ZR800CW. That's going to go into the 2002 Buick Park Avenue when I finally get that car running. But I got a lot of work to do and a lot of money to save up before I can even get started. Again, this is the second video of the year. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, please feel free to comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content you just watched. And number two, if you haven't joined or don't want to join, just give me that thumbs up button on the video so that I can get this video to generate on the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have a good one. Peace for now.